Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Canon has a lot of new cameras in the Canon DSLR lineup. With the introduction of the T7i and the 77D, we've got a lot because a lot of the previous cameras are still in the lineup. And we have one of our viewers writing in, and he wants some help trying to sort out which one he should buy, which is understandable because there's a lot to choose from. So we've got Colorado. That's a YouTube. No, this was an email. So that's the fellow writing in from email. Hey Matt, I have a question for you. Quick question for you. Which is a better camera for video and photography, the 70D or the T7i? The reason why I'm asking is because they both have the same focusing system, although the T7i has slightly better specs. I would assume that the T7i has better technology integrated because it is about 3 years newer than the 70D. The 70D has a more professional top screen. The 70D is in the same price range as the T7i, but the T7i is $100 more expensive than the 70D in Canada. What is the best all-round camera for the price? So, good question. And I'm sure a lot of people are kind of fighting with that one when they're looking at what to buy in this range. The reason being is the 70D is a very popular camera. It's been popularized by a lot of vloggers like Casey Neistat, and a lot of people use the 70D. It's a very solid camera. So I went back just to make sure I was looking at all the correct specs on these two cameras because I wasn't too sure which way I would go myself. I think when the T7i originally came out, I thought I would go more with the 70D, but the T7i, the 77D, and the 80D, they all share the 24 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor. So that's a better sensor, more resolution, more advanced, newer sensor than what is in the 70D. So that's a check mark for the T7i. Aside from that, we've got all three cameras using the same dual pixel CMOS AF system, which has been very effective for both stills and video, but especially for video. Now the caveat I'd put here is, from what I've been able to tell and from the research I've done, these specs are kind of hard to flesh out on the Canon site. But I believe this is correct. I know DP Review believes this to be correct, and a few other sites do, that it is the same dual pixel CMOS AF system. Now that is my caveat, is I personally haven't tested the T7i. So with the 70D and 80D, you got a little better dual pixel AF in the 80D. It wasn't earth-shattering, but it was a little more refined system. With the T6s and I guess it wouldn't be the T7 and the T7i. Was it T7i? T7i and T6s was the two of them, right? So with the T6, the lineup there, the dual pixel AF was not as strong. It wasn't as good of a version of dual pixel AF as the 70D or the 80D. And at that point, it was very easy for me to say that if you're into video, that's why I would go with a 70D or an 80D. Now it appears, from what we can see here, and again, I haven't tested it, but from what I'm reading from all sites, from Canon, from DP Review, from a lot of others, anywhere I look, people seem to be in agreement that they have the same dual pixel CMOS AF system. Similar to the fact they all share that sensor, the T7i, the 77D, and the 80D all share the same dual pixel AF system. That being the case, then I would take a T7i over the 70D because it should be more refined dual pixel AF for video. So you've got a better sensor and a better autofocus system. So those are the reasons. And then actually the last one I had down here is actually fairly significant for me, and it all depends on whether or not you use the apps to remote control your cameras. But the 80D worked much better with a newer version of the app and for controlling the camera than the 70D did. It was significantly better. And the T7i should carry that through as well because, again, it's a newer camera. I think it's even newer than the 80D. So you look at it that way, that's three reasons that I would go with the T7i over the 70D. Now, what would you guys do? Would you go with a 70D or a T7i? Now, I guess I should put a caveat here because, Cole, if for some reason you could afford or find an 80D used or refurbed, that would probably be my choice over all of them there. Out of that, all those options, is I would go with the 80D over the T7i over the 70D. I just think it's a better all-around camera. A little bit. I like the dual command dials and more professional and whatnot body style. But that being said, if the T7i is a better price for you and a better price point, it allows you to put some more money into lenses, then I would go with the T7i. Well, what do you guys think? Would you go with the T7i? Leave your comments below. Let us know which way you go. Would you go with the 70D? Would you go with an 80D if you could find one? Let us know what you would do and why. Let's help out Cole. Thanks for your question, Cole. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.